This is Sheshachalam from Ascendant myself. Today, let us talk with regard to the moon in the 11th house. What are the results? How actually it implements itself? Because the 11th house is the Labhasthana. Labha here means profit. This is not the earning. Earning is like you do every regular job. It's also earning, but it's not the earning like you do a monthly salary earning. No, this is dependent on the investment. So, if you have a house and you are giving it for rent, that rental investment, the rental income is known as labha. And if you have invested a capital somewhere and you have multiplied it by selling it, the difference is known as labha, that is the profit. So, this is the definition of profit. Profit is not when you go to a job. You go to a job, you get a salary. That is, you work there and you get the equal, amount. Sometimes you get less because you are underpaid. Sometimes you get very high. That is because you are well paid. We'll not call it overpaid because no salary is always anywhere. No salary is overpaid. Nobody will go under loss and pay you a salary. So the point is the profit here is very clearly understood as that which is other than your regular salary. So moon in this particular place is an excellent placement for giving you comfortable earnings. Usually when sun is placed in the 11th house, we tell that the person has to toil in the soil to get whatever he wants to, earn profit. It's not again earning, it's profits. So to get a profit out of his investment, when sun is in the 11th house, he has to work hard. He has to plan very perfectly. But when moon is there in the 11th house and it is strong, then that means this person will have a external help, he will have luck, he will have a benefactor, he will have so many other people who are actually good friends who will tell that okay, we will all pull in and put in somewhere and get good profit out of it. So the point here is that if it is a good moon, you get very good profit, but if it is a bad moon or a weak moon, so then the person will have to go through a lot of negative influence on profits. That is, there might be losses. So the same house which gives you profit can also give you loss if you have a weak planet there. So that doesn't mean, see, there is a myth running around in the astrological circles that any planet in the 11th house gives you profit. Actually, the 11th house suggests the way and the means through which you earn your living or you earn your daily living. This is not about the profit what I am talking now. The ways and the means through which you would want to make money. So you have a negative planet there, you will cross the ethical limits, you will go through any ways and means to make money. If you have a very positive planet there, you will restrict yourself from making that much of money. You will tell whatever I have is enough. So the more the positive planet, the more the attitude of contentment. The more the negative planet, the more the attitude of robust investment and making money. So here I will not tell anything is bad, both are great. Depending on the perspective of the human being, both are fine. It's not that a person who has put up an industry and making millions is a bad guy. He is doing his job. So the same way, if a person is just happy, content with whatever is having, even if he has given a single room let out for a paying guest, he will be happy with whatever he is earning. He will be telling that I am happy with that $2,000 what's coming there. So something like that. So usually when you have a moon in this position, it is good because the person becomes meditative, intuitive and spiritual. So this is a positive moon. The negative part of this same moon in the 11th house would make the person fluctuative, go through difficult moments, get involved in unnecessary problems like addiction. These are the tendencies actually. So Wealth will make more wealth. This is a very beautiful sentence for Moon in the 11th house. So one should understand. When my boss, the first boss whom I had when I was working in the central government of India. So I was actually working in a quasi central government company. So my boss called me inside one day and he told that do you do investments? I told I don't have that much money to invest. So he just taught me a lesson. From his perspective, it's tough to make the first million, but the subsequent millions will be taking care of it. So that means what he's trying to tell is, see, astrologically, I have interpreted it astrologically here. The toughness of making the first million is there in everybody's chart. That is the earning, and then the investment after that first million would give rise to subsequent millions, lot of money. So it will take care of it if there is a strong 11th lord or the 11th house is very well placed. The person will have this attitude of making profit and then again making more profit over that. But see, whether he will live his life in a miserly way, only accumulating money, or whether he will spend happily, that is with regard to the 12th house. I will not come here. So the expenses are there in the 12th house. The earnings with regard to profit is there in the 11th house. So a person would gain, governmental projects like construction and all these things. People would this native would get involved into construction business and make good money. So these people can get into jobs like officer in the bank, the treasury, becoming a cashier, or going into jewelry business, having strong family set up into business. That is even brothers, elder brother, working with the elder brother, because the 11th house is the elder brother, even the elder sister, but working with the elder brother would be more strong in this country. So to tell about this Vartamana, that is the present situation of the country, working with the elder brother in his business. So, very knowledgeable spouse, the native will have a very knowledgeable and working spouse who would actually help in the native's, gain, and very tactful and brilliant. Even the native will be like that, and the spouse also will be very tactful and brilliant, excellent. And they might have businesses, like shops, establishments, like regular shops like chemists and druggists, handloom business, chemical business, agricultural products, even food products, hotels, beautiful business. These are all the businesses which actually Moon gives when you are in profit making sector. That is, you invest something, you bring a product and sell it with some other cost price and make some selling price and then make some profit out of it. So see, there are 2-3 problems which this person might go, because it is the Rogat Rogasthana. So the 11th is the 6th from the 6th. So that means all problems related to the phlegm, that is the kapha related problems like obesity, like problems like retention of water inside the body, all this might come depending purely on the ascendant strength and the sixth house strength. So we should not simply jump into the conclusions that the person will be having any sickly body. But this is a very handsome guy or a handsome, beautiful girl who has very less health problems, and the progeny might be a little late, because once again this becomes an opposition to the fifth house. That is the seventh from the fifth. If I count 7 houses from the fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th, 11th. So it is the 7th house from the 5th house. So it becomes an opposition to the 5th house, and hence it might create some problem, bada. So usually for every house, the 7th house becomes a bada. That is a challenge. So there might be some difficulties with regard to this particular placement with having children. So these people have a tendency of getting into unnecessary relationships. So that has to be controlled. And if the placement of Jupiter or Saturn is there in the ascendant, it will not allow the person to even think about it. But if you have some placements like Rahu, Mars, Venus, then the tendency to get attracted to the opposite gender and falling into unnecessary acquaintances might happen. So they are very good with their staff, they help their staff, and they also get very good help from their staff. So this is a good chart to have good working staff under them. So that means they can have a peacefully running business under them. So thank you very much for today's class. I hope I have cleared some points with regard to the 11th house. I will be taking up the moon in the 12th house, and then the remedial measures and the charity what we have to do for moon. Thank you very much.